Hey everybody, welcome back to House of Grey Rabbit. I am your host, as always, Grey Rabbit 80, and with me, of course, is Primetime.
How y'all doing?
So, we ask all of you for movies that you could recommend for us to watch. And tonight, we have a recommendation. Do you want to tell the people at home exactly what we're going to watch tonight?
We're going to be watching Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
And this is a movie from what year?
1964.
Now, I've seen this movie before, so don't let anything fool you. This is Prime's first time. I've actually did an entire review of this movie in the first season of the original Unknown Critic. And it went something kind of like this.
It's not even a Christmas movie. It's just a piece of crap. When it comes down to it, the theme song is the most horrible thing in the world. Just a bunch of little kids singing Hooray for Santa Claus, which sounds like a jazzed up edition of something from a Macy's parade.
So as you can see, I'm a crafty veteran when it comes to this movie. But now we're going to watch Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. We'll be right back.
Hello, Santa.
Oh, hello, son.
Oh, hello, boys and girls.
Ceasefire. Had to do that.
Well,
Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
yeah,
Thanks a lot, by the way.
Dad.
Way to go, Nick. This is one of those that this actually is listed on the top 100 worst movies ever made. What's the budget again?
Estimated $200,000. Don't ask me where it went.
You know where it went?
Santa Claus.
Tickle Rays.
Oh, yeah.
This movie just falls into one of those weird parts where, like, you buy these compilation DVDs that come for like $5 to $10 in like retail stores, and you get it home and it's right next to like things like The Brain That Wouldn't Die and Oasis of the Zombies. Like, you'll find it right wedged in there, and for some reason they think because it has Martians in it that it's like supposed to be on horror movie things and sci-fi movie things. It makes no sense whatsoever.
I've been wondering, what is this strange little creature over here?
Oh, Winky made that. That's his idea of a Martian.
A Martian? Wowie wow, I'd hate to meet a creature like that on a dark night.
Oh.
And they're dumb.
So before we get into like the weirdness of this movie, let's give our audience kind of a taste of the plot line, and I'm going to give you the reins on this one, because usually I'm the one expulsing and you're the one agreeing, so I'm going to give Prom the reins on this one since it was his first time.
You have the Martians on Mars, and their children don't want to do nothing but watch Earth TV, which is basically about Santa Claus. They're unhappy. They won't eat. They won't sleep. All they want to do is watch TV. And
Yeah, that sounds like some kids I know.
yes,
But
the father, who is the head Martian, decides that they're going to go to Earth and kidnap Santa Claus, bring him to Mars.
Where's Lady Momar?
Oh, she went to the food pill center to get some new food pills. The children haven't been eating well.
and then when they get Santa Claus to Mars, they don't want Santa Claus to leave because he makes their children happy.
Yes.
And there is a bad Martian who he's shunned because he hates Santa Claus and thinks the whole thing is stupid.
He doesn't want children to be happy. He doesn't want them to play.
He wants them to be normal Martians, which is pretty much sitting around doing nothing.
Yes.
I'm against it. Our children are fine the way they are. I don't want any Santa Claus bringing them toys and games. They'll start playing and laughing and running underfoot.
There you go.
Ta-da! Ceasefire.
Ceasefire.
Now it's just getting silly.
Yes.
So let's talk about some of the weirdness of this movie. Like I said before, this was a television movie. Like, it was made for television. Like, it has commercial breaks in it and everything. Okay, let's talk about my favorite weirdness of this movie, which is the polar bear.
Yeah.
We have a polar bear in this movie, folks. That is a man in a polar bear suit pretending to be a polar bear on his hands and knees.
Yes. And you see him for about a couple of minutes.
Why is he even in there? He's not integral to the plot. He doesn't do nothing.
Because he's a polar bear and there's snow.
So what was your favorite weird part about the movie?
Well, besides the ceasefire,
Ceasefire.
messed up guns, that's
The Tickle Rays?
Tickle Rays.
Tickle Rays.
How? And then the other gun that it makes a popping noise and they just freeze.
Oh, the freeze ray? Yeah.
Which doesn't even...
This is one of those, we say it a lot. We always say, like, you have to really see this to believe it, because it's hard to explain, it's hard to describe certain things. The first time I watched it, when I reviewed it on my old channel, the first thing I brought up were the Tickle Rays. Like, how creepy are the Martians that they don't have disintegrator beams, they don't have heat rays or anything like other Martians. They have Tickle Rays. That's...
And the freeze rays make popping noise, and that's it.
It's a creepy vibe right there.
What is it? I don't know.
$200,000.
It's criminal, really, when you think about it.
I could understand if it was an asylum movie. That would make sense.
Shh.
Just say.
No. They may hear you. Then we'd end up with the asylum version of Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
What would that be called?
Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. That's a good question. If they made an asylum movie version of Santa Claus Conquers the Martian, what would it be called? Or they call it something like Christmas Invasion. Santa Claus Massacre. Christmas Ends. Trans-Martians. I like Trans-Martians. The Christmas Entity. The day the world Christmased. I mean, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians too. Like, because they just run out of names after a little while. This is why, and knowing right now, someone in asylum is sitting there with a pad going, did he say Trans-Martians? Did he say Trans-Martians? I think he said Trans... We're digressing on this episode. The real obvious point about it is that it's bad. It's bad. It is... It's bad. Like, there's bad, and then there's this.
I'll have to ask my dad where he came. I'm just curious, because...
He did come out of left field, because I thought about doing Santa Claus the Martian. I thought about doing Santa Claus Conquers the Martians a long time ago at Christmas. But I think watched Astro Zombies, and then we watched something else. Yeah. And you could go back and watch our videos from before in the playlist. It's like, I just really never thought about it, because I did it in my first season, and it was like, you could tell from the video I didn't have a camera at the time. But I really do think, I mean, it was our first recommendation. We did it. We got through it.
True.
This movie could induce comas. Like, I want to stress, if you're going to watch this film, make sure you're not doing it alone. You are on something soft.
Because you will fall asleep.
You are not around anything sharp. Like, if your coffee table has sharp edges, stay away from this movie.
Because you will fall asleep. I almost fell asleep.
So here's the deal. What are you going to want to rate this one?
Oh, God.
One ceasefire. I'll give it a ceasefire. 1 time 2. I'll give it a 1. And don't get me wrong. Like, there are cute parts of this movie. I mean, this was made for children.
Yeah, it was.
This was not made for a serious adult thing to look at, or to even, like... I don't even think it belongs in the bad movie. I mean, it is bad, but it's still cute. Yeah. And it does have a catchy theme song. Hooray for Santa Claus is still in my head.
It is.
And it's going to be on a fight to be up there with Cassie for my next ringtone. So that was us sitting to our first recommendation. Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, folks. Thanks for watching with us. Something I want to talk about before we get away from this video is our new subscribers. I want to give some shout outs. First off, I do want to thank Nick, Prime's dad, that's kind of funny the way I said that, Nick, Prime's dad, for suggesting Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. We're giving you a big thumbs up for being our first recommendation. I also want to say hi to our newest subscriber, Miss Debbie Prime's mom. Another thumbs up for us. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for watching.
14 subscribers.
14 subscribers, guys. 14 subscribers. Sorry, guys, I had to get my phone to figure out something with everybody. Horrific Nightmares JM. That he just subscribed just the other day. And he actually left a great comment on us about Snakes on a Train. Yes. And he really thought that he really liked that. And you can read it on there. I also want to give a shout out to Kim Huckabee, who gave us this really awesome promotion on Facebook. It's almost like a commercial
Yeah.
that you have to read, and it's great. Thanks, Kim, for that. Thumbs up. Shout out to you. Is there anybody else you want to do a shout out to?
Well, we've already said to my mom, and she actually loved our last video, Saints on the Train.
Mm-hmm. And she's actually going to go watch it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not.
Sorry, Debbie.
Yeah, she might, she might not, but
don't do it.
But she said it was a great video, that we're doing a really good job. So
I also want to give a shout out to our friend Gary Hargis. Yes. Gary is a new subscriber as of, I think, last month, and I've just not been caught up on who everybody is. That's pretty much it for the wrap up. Thank you guys for joining us. Thanks for tuning in every week. Thanks for leaving your comments. We love all of them. Mm-hmm. And as always, be seeing you.